and welcome to 2024's first installment of the Security Middle East webinar series. I'm Ryan Bickerton, and today I'm delighted to be joined by a fantastic lineup of speakers from RecFaces, who are leading the way in high-tech biometric and facial recognition solutions. Today, we're going to be exploring the latest advancements, ethical considerations, and real-world applications of facial recognition technology with expert insights from Farida Baichorova, Mohammed Bajarsh, and Eugenia Marina. For everyone on the call today, if you do have some questions, please use the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen to input these, and we'll get around to answering the questions following the presentation you're all about to see. So without further ado, I'd like to hand over to Mohammed, who's going to introduce RecFaces as a company and get things underway. Mohammed, over to you.
Thank you, Ryan, for the introductions, and welcome today to our webinar. Just to give a brief introduction to RecFaces, RecFaces is a company that creates software products using facial recognition technologies. We have been in the market for more than 10 years and gained a lot of experience specializing in facial recognitions. What sets us apart is that we don't just make standard biometric solutions. We tailor our solutions based on specific business needs. So we have tailored 9 different products based on different business use cases that actually add values to the businesses utilizing facial recognitions. This approach has led to a variety of products that we have, like ID card for video surveillance solutions, ID line for electronic queuing systems, and ID gate for access control systems. Not to forget about ID logon for IT security utilizing facial recognitions. We mainly work with IT integrator, global distributor around the world. Many of our solutions also compatible with top players in the physical security industries with pre-built and ready-made integrations, as you can see in the slides. We have completed projects around the world, more than 200 installations worldwide, including helping shopping malls in Latin America, government facilities in Saudi Arabia, and also airport in Kenya. Mainly our client feedback is very crucial to us. That makes us update our solutions and add value features to the products that we are providing. In the same moment, we have one of the top ranking NIST algorithms on the accuracy of the facial recognition project. That all is packaged in a 20-minute solution that can be simply installed within 10 steps in a short time of 20 minutes only. Let's go to the next slide. Thank you. So some of the myths around facial biometrics has been in the air. Some of them that facial recognition will not work very well with masks or half-covered faces. This is completely incorrect. The facial biometric can reliably recognize people with face masks, with covered faces, with faces with sunglasses, with even faces that wears caps or head coverings. Another misconceptions there is that facial recognition might replace all security measures. Facial biometrics works alongside all of the classic security system and physical security systems. That's why we make it integrated with most of the security systems available in the market. Adds another level of security that is highly reliable and advances the security of any facilities in magnitude levels, as it eliminates any kind of fraud or theft of identification cards and so on. Some might think that facial biometric is one solution that can work in any type of business needs and use cases. Facial biometrics needs to be configured via the environment that's been utilized in, via the user case that's utilizing the facial recognitions. That's why we are tailoring each solution to specific business needs and specific business use cases. Some might think that facial biometrics privacy invaders. There is risk that are mitigated through the solution we are providing. Facial biometrics risk of privacy are mitigated by multiple of policies and implementations methodology that mitigate the risk of privacy invasions. Some also think that the facial recognition didn't reach the maturity levels of reliability to work on. The facial biometrics are tested by NIST testing, which is a federal entity that actually evaluate all of the algorithms. One of the algorithms that we are providing is one of the top accurate algorithm with an accuracy more than 99.98%. That means it's a highly accurate and highly reliable solution in all type of faces and all type of environment also. Now I'll give the floor to my colleague Eugenia.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. Before we proceed, we want to show a small video clip from our space office in Dubai, how our facial recognition is implemented over there. So basically now let's dwell into facial recognition technology. Facial recognition is a biometric technology that is used to identify and verify people identity using their facial features. So basically how it works. Firstly, the system captures a person in the real-time image or video that is taken usually from cameras, terminals, or mobile devices. Then it analyzes unique facial features such as inter-eye distance and compares the extracted data to the stored database. And after that, the system, based on that comparison, the system determines if there is a match or if there is no match. Of course, facial recognition provides high accuracy of identification, as well as easy to implement, and of course, it is contactless. Our facial recognition software is user-friendly, scalable, and there is rapid processing. We can go to the next slide, where we shortly talk about the facial recognition market. Usually, this market is growing every year, and choosing the right solution is the key to unlocking innovative and seamless facial recognition product. What we recommend our customers to focus on. Firstly, the solution needs to be accurate and perform well. Secondly, you need to scale the solution upon your organization growth. Also, we recommend to use solutions that are secured and compliant with GDPR law. Of course, the solution needs to be user-friendly and the experience of user needs to be well developed. Of course, there should be integrations and integration capabilities. Open API for further integrations with market leaders in the field. Of course, you need to do the cost analysis, and the company needs to provide customer support and training in order to train your partners and provide updates and support during emergency situations. We can go to the next slide. That's why we have created our ready-made software solutions for HR, marketing, and security. They are one of the best in terms of AI mathematical algorithm that is in top 5 of National Institute of Standards and Technology. This is the American ranking of facial recognition algorithms. But we provide also user-friendly interface, reports, notifications, interactive maps, and a lot of business functions for each specific industry. The solution can be deployed in just 20 minutes. They are hardware independent, meaning that you can implement the software on already existing projects. Of course, we have ready-made integrations with best-in-class security vendors such as Milestone, Pelco, Lenel, Schneider Electric, and we try to Bosch, and we try to enrich this list of integrations every year. Of course, we provide open API for further integrations with the systems of the end user. We provide best-in-class support and free training. Our support includes our technical support and as well updates of the system twice a year. We can go to the next slide. Now we want to show you some of the industries that we have already implemented our solutions. Our solutions are implemented in Australia, Latin America, and of course in the Middle East. For example, the governmental body in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, faced an issue with mask policy regime and stop list and visitor list monitoring at their facility back in 2021. We have rapidly provided all the functionality for the customer, and now he has enhanced safety and convenience of using his VMS with our facial recognition, improved entry group through output, as well as stop list, visitor, and employee list monitoring. And now the operators resolve incidents faster by 25%. Of course, we provide all the technical support and updates. Regarding our next project, which is Airport of Kenya, this customer is with us for more than 5 years. We have implemented this project very fast because the customer wanted to monitor the passenger and enhance security in the airport. Basically, we provided the customer with all the system architecture, equipment placement design, system and camera configuration, and of course, did the full training program for the partner and for the end user. Now the customer can get all the reports and of course passenger traffic statistics. And the last but not least, the case that I'm going to speak about is our Dubai iSpace Smart Office, where the customer has integrated our solution ID Guard and ID Gate to the co-working office space. Also, a personalized greeting is implemented there. Now, generally, the security was enhanced. People are getting to the office more conveniently and efficiently. Of course, data collection and analytics is collected. Now I want to give the floor to our head of product, Farida, to show the system in real time.
Thank you very much, Eugenia. Once again, hello, everyone. And we will talk about two main solutions, ID Guard and ID Gate for physical security. And of course, further, we will talk about how to implement them successfully. And what I would like to highlight that these all solutions have the integration with the huge vendors like Pelco, Bosch, Milestone. This is for video management systems, and Honeywell, Lenel, Dormakaba, Schneider Electric. These are systems which work like access control systems, and we can enhance systems like that. And the main difference between two products is that ID Guard is designed for video management, and ID Gate designed for access control. And both solutions may provide you these the biometric features. And here it is. I hope you can see my screen well. And here is the product ID Guard, which is totally designed according to the customer's needs. Our customers are operators, administrators, security officers, which are interested in detailed information about what actually happens in the exact facility in the area, for example. And here it is. And there are two options for ID Guard. We can work like these, for example, real-time cameras, real-time video streams. By the way, we can also work these video files. Like, for example, you have a huge video file from any video management system, and you would like to see which people were in front of the camera, and we detect them, we provide information about that. And what I mean about the information, first of all, let's see, when we see a face in front of the camera, we, like Eugenia mentioned, detect this face and can create some photos from the video stream. The main feature is that we can connect our ID Guard different cameras. We not keen on the models of the camera. We work through RTSP links. And here it is. Once we see a face in front of the camera, we can detect where this person is located. For example, here is full name, similarity between, for example, database, because, for example, people can be both, for example, detected and identified. And for example, we just detect them, but not identify because we do not know who it is. We do not have information in our database about that person. And like additional options, we have lists, VIP list, sub list. We can generate notification according to the list. And what is it also can be used for physical search and etc. We have attributes like age, gender, hair color, masks, and glasses, for example. Even for photo, for example, not very good quality, you may see that system can identify age, gender, hair color, even glasses and type of the glasses. And if we, for example, go here, it is in front of the camera, and here is a real-time camera. 1 second. Here I am. And let's see in the identifications. This was offline mode, and here with online mode. Here it's mine, for example, track. And once we detect a face, we create tracks, and here are they. And what about tracks? Tracks is information based on the face and attributes. For example, if you would like to show or find people who are in the, for example, this mask like this, and you can see see the person who wears mask, and there is, for example, no difference for systems like facial recognition ones in order to detect person in detail, these masks or without masks. Also, ID Guard is designed for setting notifications and working with another video management system. Here is a system Pelka VXOP Center, and here is the plugin implemented. And in this plugin, you may use the same features we have in the database, and you may use these in order to, for example, detect people and store information about that. Here is, for example, information that for one person you can store several photos because people can change. And for example, if there are some changes in the physical aspects, here are the function automatic update. System can up-to-date the data in the database. And that's help you to detect person in and to be very accurate. And here it's live mode. In live mode, we can see, for example, all identified people, or for example, you would like to find the person who are not identified, who is not in the database. And if you would like, you can add these people in the database, work with them, and even find this person, for example, in the search in archive, because the main feature of this solution is search in archive. And thanks to the integration, we can search in archive based on also and show the video from it. The same, this is a Pelka, for example, the same works for the Milestone X-Protect. This is also the system which are designed for video management. And here it is. For example, also we can show the last recorded videos based on the face. We can filter by any camera. For example, you would like to see the info only from one camera. Facial recognition system allows to show you photos and, of course, to show you what actually happened in front of the camera during this moment, and to show you the video record made several minutes ago or something like this. For example, yeah, you can find the person you would like to see in the specific room and specific location and show the video and stop it, investigate the issue, and work something like that. And this is how it works, these cameras, this facial recognition. And we have another solution. This is ID Gate. The main difference between ID Gate and ID Guard is that, for example, ID Gate may work with these biometric terminals. Terminals, it's, for example, the Android application which detects face, identifies, and can open doors or turnstiles immediately based on the face, as well as ID Gate also can work with IP cameras and provide you some information about places where, for example, there are no camera, no doors, turnstiles, something which can, for example, stop people. And there are, for example, just a camera. And based on it, what ID Gate provides, first of all, we can provide information about the duration of visit of each person. Like, for example, this is the information about how much time they spend at the facility, at the specific area, as well as we can show people who are still in the territory, on the territory, and there are no, for example, they didn't leave this yet. And this allows to show for security operators about how much time they spend and to see, for example, all visitors, all passages in, out in the, for example, the facility. And here it is, for example, if we do not know the person even, but we detect the person, we can show information about that. And here it is, like, for example, there are no information who it is, but we will detect it and show the photo. And if you would like to investigate, of course, it can be done. And here is that we denied the access because there are no rights for this person to go to the facility. And also the main, for example, feature of this solution, as I mentioned before, Pelka, Milestone, Bosch, the system for media management, and they work like, for example, detecting, searching, archiving, etc. What about the access control system? The access control system allows not only to, for example, open doors, turnstiles. We can synchronize data between two systems. For example, we can receive, well, this is security expert made by Schneider Electric. And Schneider Electric, for example, contains information about doors, location, access levels of each person, profiles, photo, and everything is in the Schneider Electric. We, from our side, can use this data for working, and there is no need to, for example, enter data first in Schneider Electric, then in our system. For example, we will synchronize the data you would like to synchronize. And for example, there are even, for example, your administrators can work in the same systems, seamless one, and show it for this. For example, external ID means that this profile was created in Schneider Electric. The list is also created, and for each person we can synchronize also the access cards information, and as well as passage history of each person, and first of all the main profile. This is information about, for example, who it is, or even you can leave the comment about this person. And if we proceed to the card, this is vegan type card, and even you can use some QR codes in order to proceed to the facility. Thanks to ID Gate, the integration. And of course, each event can be notified once a person identified or not identified in front of the camera. We may show you a list of notifications, and each notifications, for example, means information about that some intruders or vice versa that are in front of the camera, and all notifications can be also viewed by operators, and operators can work with them. And for ID Guard also we have a mobile application which can help you to work with the system smoothly. And now I gave the floor back to my colleagues, Mohammed, and we will talk about how to implement the solutions, how to do our best in order to provide the accurate and very strong solution.
Thank you, Farida, for the demonstration. And before diving into the details of setting up the facial recognition system, it is essential to consider a few key factors. First and foremost is privacy compliance, ensuring that the system aligns with the regulation and standards to protect the user data within the legal boundaries. This is one of the factors that the user need to evaluate before implementing and selecting a solution. Next up is the training and support provided. Understanding the availability and the effectiveness of the training provided and the customer support is crucial for smooth integrations and the ongoing maintenance of the technologies. As we mentioned before, we provide twice a year upgrade the solutions either to the AI algorithm itself or to add new features and new integrations. Given that the data is the core of facial recognition system, it is important to evaluate your existing network structures. This involves confirming whether your network can handle the data loads to meet the communication demands and the encryption of the communication also within the infrastructure. Looking ahead, considering the system's scalability is very vital. Assessing that whether it can seamlessly expand to accommodate increased data volumes and user interaction, ensuring long-term availability is very important for that. We provide a software-based solution that can be expanded infinitely based on your hardware you have and the server capability you have. The operating environment also is a key factor to evaluate also. Assessing the environmental condition involving factors like temperatures, humidity, physical security to guarantee the optimal system performance within your environment. Another point which is the lighting condition. The lighting condition can impact the facial recognition accuracy very dramatically. So it's important to assess the adaptability of various scenarios when considering the impact of lighting on the system functionality and the quality of the camera used. As the camera use is crucial, have a crucial factor in influencing the image accuracy. Thus, evaluating the quality of the camera ensures the clear and precise image captures that fits your deployment environment also at the same moment. Another point is to strategically planning the extent of the placement of the cameras. Optimal placement of the camera give you optimal coverage and recognition performance in your different target environment. Ensuring seamless integration with the existing system and technology is vital for your operations harmony, and the system compatibility assessment is very important here. That verify the smooth consolidation of different technologies you have. Finally, exploring potential integration with other systems or applications to add layer of functionality tailored to your organization needs overall. Now let's look at the recommended server recommendations. In addition to the recommendations for the software, we also calculate your server hardware. Here you can find required number of core and disk spaces for a successful operation of the systems. According to these parameters, you can select the necessary server you can acquire. The architecture here also allows you to make a separate video pre-processing server and the system core into two different servers. This allows you to increase the system fault tolerance if you need to split the servers into two smaller ones. So if one fails, another one can pick up and continue the work. The core server will hold the database, will hold the key business logics and algorithm, and the pre-processing server can be multiples with different geolocations that actually process the camera video feed in real time and can connect to multiple cameras in the same moment. Remember that our specialist will accompany you in every stage of the implementation. So if there is any difficulties, we'll provide you all the necessary assistance you require. Some key information you need to know about that we store around 55 million visits in only 1 terabyte. What that means, it's 55 million of detections that detections and metadata can be stored on only 1 terabyte archive, which is very efficient in multiple use cases. Next, we will give you an overview and general requirement for the cameras. There is no restriction to use a specific models of camera in our system. You can use any camera from any brand, but there is a minimal requirement for the camera parameters. We recommend to have an H.264 video codecs for the camera. Also to have a wide dynamic range and backlight compensation features within the camera, as it adds a huge quality improvement on the face images and the people moving within the scene. Also, the best type of lenses we recommend is the varifocal length on the camera, as it gives you the ability to dynamically adjust the camera focal length based on the moving targets. This all allows for an accurate or a high quality picture of the faces and the people at all time and most of the environments. Of course, you can use fixed focal length camera, but you need to know exactly the target point of recognitions. So if you have a specific door with a specific point of recognitions, here you will fix the focal length at this point, so you have a clear image of the face at this moment only. This will reduce the recognition at different focal lengths and different distance from the camera, but it will depend on your use cases. We recommend to have a uniform lightnings on the scenes, and the absence of strong contrast in the scene and dark zones. It's very important in the placement of the camera, as to reduce all of the new noise in the video streams and give you a higher clear quality of the image. Having a multi-pixel camera are not required, as a full HD camera is more than enough for the recognitions, face recognitions, and higher quality camera with higher pixel rate. It will only add more load to your services and will require more servers to process them. So for most use cases, full HD is more than enough, and we can work by a minimum 7 frames per second for the system to recognize the faces efficiently and with good accuracy. We recommend to have at least 1/100 exposure on the camera to have a good, clear pictures with high flow of people and avoid any blurriness on this situation. Next, we'll give you an example of placement of camera. And now we will show an example video of how is the camera, the result of installing the camera in optimal position. Here, when we have a high angle to the face when seeing the the target, which is the faces. The cameras installed very high and have an angle of more than 15 or 30 degrees. This will reduce the recognition possibility dramatically. What does that mean? As you can see here, the first time the person passed by the camera, looking forward, it recognizes him with good result without any problem. He wears the sunglasses to recognize him without any problem. But when the persons come to the camera looking down, you will have the problem that the camera will not recognize him always, as the camera will be very sharp for the face to be visible to the camera. Another thing is, even when he wears the sunglasses, you have the same problem. The solution can recognize in most use cases, but this reduces the possibility of capturing all of the faces at 100%. So making sure that the camera actually at a good angle at all, let's say, movement of the people coming to the facility or moving within the facility is very important and vital. Secondly, here we can see an optimal installation of the camera. The camera angle is very low, like within less than 5 degrees or so to the face, facing the face. So when the person come face looking forward, he walk in and get recognized without any problem with the sunglasses, with the face mask, with the cap, without any issues. Even if he looks down. Here, when he looks down to the ground, the angle will increase, but because the camera is positioned in an optimal position, it will be able to still capture the face and recognize the faces. You will see here in the video that the recognition happens without any problem. Also, after that, when the person wears the sunglasses and looks down to the ground, still the system will be able to recognize him. That means we engineered the environment to get the best possible condition to recognize the faces. This is how we recommend you to look at installing the camera for the facial recognitions overall. Yeah, you will be able to recognize faces in most use cases, but increasing your possibility of recognitions is by engineering the environment to do so. Next, what's our requirement in the database? So we require to have colored pictures. We recommend to have no shadows, no contrast in the pictures, and the lighting in the pictures to be uniform within the face with a blank background, the eyes open, looking directly to the camera without any angles. This ensures that we have the best possible information from the database pictures, and we can recognize the person from different situations and different angles. We recommend also not to edit the pictures at all. Here is some example of good pictures and bad pictures. In the enrollment pictures, you can see some blurriness in the pictures, or there's a spotlight. There's no uniformity in the lightnings. This also add problems in the recognitions and reduce the quality of the recognitions. We didn't tell that the system will not recognize, but it will reduce the percentage of accuracy overall in the system. Even if there is a hat, you just need to look directly to the face without any angles, and clear facial parameters clear for the system to recognize and analyze. Can I go to the next slide? So we have different product for different use cases as RecFaces solutions. First of all is ID Guard. ID Guard is mainly focused on integrating with the video surveillance system and VMS. It is a watch eye within the security cameras and provide an accurate facial recognitions for any type of cameras and security systems. ID gates add facial biometrics to the access control system and integrates with multiple access control systems out of the box. It ensures an accurate recognitions of the peoples on within the facilities, and they do have the appropriate credentials to enter each location and different locations. ID checks, it is a verification product that verify the identity based on the passport pictures or stored identification picture to verify the person. Is it actually him, and verify the liveness of the persons. That can be used in banks for KYC and for enrolling and registration of personnel within the banking sector. ID Lagoon add facial recognition technologies to the IT sector, add facial recognitions to any Windows machine, and add also facial recognition to any application within your operation system, and integrate directly with the Active Directory you have. So there is no need to enter the username and password for your applications or your systems. It should be automatically recognized through facial recognitions, and it adds value in a way that it can understand for how long the person has utilized the systems. If there is an authorized person utilizing the solution, he will get notified. Now I'll give the floor to my colleague Eugenia.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. Basically, we recommend our clients to store their biometric data as if they store their access control, CCTV, and HR system personal data. Of course, biometric solution usually should be stored on the physical server. And of course, we will recommend our customers with all the configuration and settings. We can go to the next slide. Our licensing policy consists of 3 parts. Profile database is a core of the system. Number of cameras or terminals you're going to use, and technical support that includes updates twice a year, as well as emergency incidents, and of course our training center. The profile database and channels for getting biometric template is perpetual, meaning that the customer pays for this one time. Technical support is 13% out of total license cost, and it is paid every year. We can go to the next slide. Of course, we are exhibiting at Intersect Dubai 2024. We want to invite you and your partners and your end users to the show. We are exhibiting with Milestone. We're going to show our integration with Milestone X-Protect VMS. The booth is S1I23. It is in the Dubai World Trade Center in January 16. Please come to our stand, and we're going to show you all the solution functionality and discuss your project in detail. Here are my contacts. You can always go to sales@recfaces.com, drop us an email, and we will respond you quickly with all the necessary details. We provide the demo of our solutions free of charge for 3 cameras, 1,000 profiles, and 3 months. We can increase the number of cameras if needed and the duration of demo. Please also write us at sales@recfaces.com or to Eugenia@recfaces.com. You can also see my mobile number here, or you can just scan the QR code and you get all the contact details. Now I think we are going to answer the questions.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for that, Eugenia, Mohammed, and Farida. Personally, I found that extremely insightful, and it was really good to properly deep dive into facial recognition technology and how RecFaces are constantly developing in this sector. Now, we have had some questions from the audience, so I'd like to address those first. And given that it was Mohammed who was talking us through the different specifications for cameras and requirements and setup, I think this question is probably best aimed at you then, Mohammed. So we don't know who asked it, but they would like to know if all types of camera can be connected to the system. And I would also like to add to that and just ask if there are any restrictions when connecting to IP cameras as well.
Yes, so you can connect most of the type of cameras. The only thing you need to have the minimum requirement of the camera that we displayed here in the presentations. We can connect through any type of video stream, basically, which is at H.264 encoding or H.265 encoding, which is basically in most IP cameras and DVRs that you can find in the market.
Excellent, thank you. And Farida, thank you for taking us back to that to the slide talking about the IP cameras. Now, a question from myself, and Eugenia, this is going to be directed at you as you were just talking us through the different licenses. And I feel like some of the audience may be interested to understand more about the details on this. So is it a one-time payment for a core license, or is that an annual subscription?
Thank you, Ryan, for this question. It is commonly asked. Of course, we provide our licenses as a perpetual payment, meaning that you pay one time for the core licenses and you can enjoy our facial recognition software forever. Of course, we provide technical support annually for emergency incidents, technical support, and of course, updates of the system and of the algorithm twice a year.
Excellent. So everything is included as one with the license, and that's a one-time payment, which is really good to know. Now, I'm not sure who will answer this next question, but I just want to know if you do help your clients with recommending things like hardware, sizing, configuration, and obviously installation as well, or is that dealt with from another party?
So we will help the client and the system integrator with the hardware sizing, camera requirements, and also train them in how to utilize the software, install it, and work with it. And we will be with them in this journey from the beginning to the end, of course.
Thank you, Mohammed. And also just wondering as well about video management systems and if there's a way that your systems integrate or have plugins to operate with, with other VMSs.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we do have integrations with multiple video management systems. Some of them are Milestone, Video Expert from Belco, Bosch Video Management System, and also near will be Genetic. So it is a seamless integrations. It's simple to install within a few minutes, and it have a plugin within the video management system to display the information from our solutions in a simple manner that's similar to what Farida showed already. So it is give you the full features of facial recognitions, top-notch and latest advancement in facial recognitions within your same ecosystem.
Thank you, Mohammed. And does that come through a separate license? Would that be included with that one-time license I just spoke about with Eugenia?
Before you try to make a project, we will do all the sizing recommendations, project support for free before the project starts. Then the licenses are sold perpetual, so meaning that the core licenses and the channels for getting biometric templates are provided forever. And then we provide annual technical support where all the updates, technical support, training center included.
May I also add, sorry?
We want also to say that we provide free training courses at our free training center for all of you who are interested in facial recognition. So basically there you can grasp the idea, install the free demo, and then gradually proceed to the project implementation stage.
Yeah, and can I add that all integrations are free and are free from both sides? For example, there is no need to purchase an additional license from PLK or from Milestone or from our side. They are included in the core license as well. And regarding the integration with another MES, like for example, third-party systems, we have an open API. It is very clear. Any system integrators or, for example, the team with a strong development team may integrate it easily with each third-party systems, or, for example, we may provide the additional integration, like for example, we are working now this Genetech integration. It will be published soon, and that's mean that we are increasing the number of integrations, and this integration will be included into the free ones and will be available for each customer.
Excellent. Thank you for that, Farida and Eugenia. And Eugenia, you just touched upon the complementary training that you offer. Sounds very interesting. Could you just let us know a little bit more about where that takes place, if it's happening on certain dates, and also how members of the audience can find out more about taking part in that?
Yes, sure. On our website, RecFaces.com, we have a training center section where there is schedule for each and every of our training. Usually the training consists of 3 parts. First is sales, how to sell the solution, what are the segments of the end users, and etc. The second one is pre-sale for engineers to know how the system works technically. And the last one is engineering and fine-tuning. Users get an idea how to administrate the system, how to configure it. And of course, it is run by our top-notch experts, our pre-sales and engineers who actually coded the system. And of course, these are all free of charge in order for our customers to grasp the idea of biometrics and facial recognition software that is ready-made. And after that, we recommend to get the demo as soon as possible to get their knowledge on our solution.
Excellent. I think it would be great to get the link on that, Eugenia. Obviously, everybody who's on this webinar will be sent a link to the recording in order to watch it back. So yeah, I think I'll send everyone the link to the training if you could share that with me afterwards. I think one last question from me. Obviously, we know that biometric technology and facial recognition can be implemented across many different sectors. I'm just wondering if you offer any products that are different to the ones that you've spoken about today.
Yes, of course. We provide 9 ready-made solutions for different industries. For example, we have shown today you ID Guard and ID Gate for physical security, but we also provide solutions for such sectors as banking. For example, ID Check solution to verify and to identify the person in the banking procedures. Also, ID Logon to check the person's identity in front of the PC for corporate systems. We have solutions for welcoming clients with their face and to run a personalized welcome message based on the person's identity. Also, you can utilize our ID Target solution for retailers who want to know their customer. And of course, we provide queue management facial recognition solution add-on so that customers who use queues in their end users can utilize this solution. So our solutions comprise of many segments, and we invite you to our website to check out what we have.
Excellent, thank you. And we've had one last question just come from the room. Marwan has asked, how can a customer implement live facial recognition to track visitors' movements inside the building and integrate the logs with a visitor management system?
I suppose I can answer this question. Thank you, first of all, for your interest. Like regarding the implementation, of course, for example, if we're talking about the security, there are cameras can be already installed. and we can connect to the cameras which are already existing. And for example, it can be server or physical server or virtual machine on which you, for example, install the facial recognition system core. Then cameras can be connected to this core, and we will show you visitors' movement. Even we have maps for in ID Guard, and for example, you can track them, can see the faces and information. And if you have one of the VMSs like Pelka milestone on Bosch, you can show the video and photo both. The way integrate the logs with a visitor management system. For this, we have Open API. Open API allows to integrate with any visitor management system. And for example, it looks like, for example, we have the requests, and the request can be sent to the by HTTPS to any visitor management system. And it is easy. We can train your team how to do that. We provide the accurate documentation through which you can integrate. And of course, during the implementation, etc., the main purpose is, for example, which we provide free demo licenses, because you can see and configure and integrate it in your environment. And of course, we can help you worldwide through any desk or something like that. We have the technical support team which are ready to train you, to show you how it works, and help you to integrate as well.
Thank you, Farida, and Marwan, thank you for the question. I hope that answer was helpful for you. Well, I think that pretty much brings it to the end of the session. I would encourage everybody in the audience today to take a look at the RecFaces website. And of course, as Eugenia was mentioning, they have that complimentary training to help their customers to get more from their solutions. So please do your own research, and I will be sending around a copy of the recording for everybody to review afterwards. Of course, if you're going to be at Intersect Dubai next week, from the 16th to the 18th of January, be sure to stop by the RecFaces stand, where I know Eugenia and Mohammed will be happy to meet you. And also from Security Middle East, we will be there distributing copies of our magazine and providing coverage of the event. So please grab yourself a copy, and you can also come and meet our team. We'll be at stand B44 in Said Hall 3. So Farida, Mohammed, Eugenia, thank you very much for that insightful session, and we look forward to seeing you at Intersect Dubai next week. Thanks to all of our audience members. Hope everyone has a great day.
Thank you, Ryan, for your support, and join our webinars as well, and have a nice day. Thank you.